I used to think paranoia was a mental illness, till I moved into apartment 6A. I moved into a small apartment complex in a quiet neighborhood about 8 months ago. Rent was cheap, the place was clean, and I was desperate for a fresh start after a rough breakup. The building was old, but not creepy, at least not at first. My apartment was 6A. Right next door was 6B, but from day one, I never saw anyone going in or out. I figured maybe it was vacant, or some shut-in old person lived there. Every now and then I'd hear faint sounds through the wall, footsteps, a chair scraping the floor, coughing, normal stuff.
Mouse.
But things started to shift about a month after I moved in. One night, I was watching TV around 11:30 p.m. when I heard 3 loud knocks on my wall, the shared wall between 6A and 6B. Just 3. Solid, deliberate. I turned the volume down, thinking maybe my TV was too loud. Then it happened again. 3 knocks, even harder this time. I opened my door and stepped into the hallway. The door to 6B was closed, dark and silent. No footsteps, no lights under the door. I knocked, lightly. Nothing. Eventually I went back in, unsettled but not terrified. That became a pattern. Always at night. Always 3 knocks. Sometimes right when I was about to fall asleep. Sometimes they'd come at 3 or 4 a.m. one night, after a particularly loud series of knocks. I called the landlord the next morning. He seemed confused. "There's no tenant in 6B right now," he told me. "It's been empty for over 6 months. I told him I heard noises and knocking, and he laughed a little. "This is an old building," pipes knock. "Wood shifts. You'd be surprised what you hear." But I wasn't hearing creaks or pipes. I was hearing footsteps, dragging, heavy, sometimes pacing. I stopped sleeping well. I started recording audio at night. Nothing unusual happened for a few days. Then, on the 5th night, I listened back and froze. At exactly 2:17 a.m., my recorder picked up faint whispering through the wall. I couldn't make out the words, but it was rhythmic, repetitive, like a chant. That same night, I woke up with bruises on my wrist. 3 small round bruises, like fingertips. I bought a cheap motion-activated camera and pointed it at my bedroom wall, just to ease my own paranoia. What I caught on video made me move out within 24 hours. At 2:16 a.m., the wall began to bulge. Not like something was hitting it, but like it was breathing, pulsing inward and out. Then a shadow passed across it on my side of the room, a shape, vaguely human, but distorted, as if it didn't quite belong here. And then loud and clear on the recording, a woman's voice. "Let me in." I packed and left. I didn't break the lease. I didn't ask for my deposit back. I just left. 2 weeks ago, I passed by that building again. It was empty. A for sale sign hung in the window. I asked a neighbor walking by if they knew what happened. They said the whole place had been condemned. Apparently, there had been a tenant in 6B, a woman who lived alone. She died in her unit heart attack or something. Nobody found her for weeks. The weird part? They said she died knocking on the wall, trying to get her neighbor's attention. But at the time, the unit next door, 6A, was completely empty. So if you ever hear knocking from your neighbor's wall in the middle of the night, knock back if you want. Just know you might be letting something in.